Hi, my name is Noel Davis with World Composting, and today we're going to do an update on our Urban Worm Bag version 2.0. So this one has my European night crawlers in it, and about 2 months ago I added half a coconut to it. We're going to see how that's doing. We checked on it last month. It looked like they were starting to eat away at it, but not quite a lot. And I have actually a massive feeding to do for this one, and this one is stuff from my refrigerator. So this stuff has not been frozen, but it's fresh. But it's also no bugs. There's no way it has bugs in it because it's been in my refrigerator. We've been eating it, but we didn't eat it quick enough, and some of it, the watermelon just didn't taste very good, to be honest with you. It tasted, for some reason, kind of very, very bitter. So we're going to get rid of it by putting it in the worm bin instead of just throwing it out. And let's go take a look and see how it's doing. All right, so here's our urban worm bag. I have the camera, by the way, at a lower level. Let me know what you think of this this view here. I know this console also shakes a little bit. It'd be nice to reinforce it a little bit, maybe, so it doesn't shake as much. But remember, you can buy one of these bags down below. If you're looking, I have items in the description that you can purchase that I use. Let's open this up and take a look and see how it's doing in here. So, a lot of moisture on the top here, as you can see. Right over here, there's some moisture. So we're finally getting some moisture in the system to get this paper hopefully moving through. Let me just grab a glove here. Didn't realize I left them way over on the other side. Let's just dig in here and take a look and see how things are going. So I've only been feeding in the middle, really. There's cut a couple worms right near the surface here. So as you can see right here, we've already got some worms, which is a good sign. You know, that shows that they're moving around in here, which is good. Saw a fruit fly land over here, but I don't think that one was in here. I'm hoping that the fruit fly issue in here is gone. Similar to my other systems, I'm finding some fruit flies in the basement or flies of some sort. But let's just dig down a little bit and let's just see. So we've got a piece of a shirt right here, which is what I used to use, I think, to mark. As you can tell, they're working at that shirt as well. And it's slowly getting consumed by the worms in here. I've noticed that they do tend to like this material a lot, so I'm just going to put those guys off to the side right there. Let's just dig down a little bit more. A little dry, some food left over. Let's just see what else we can find in here. Here's a avocado seed. These things take a long time to break down, but that eventually will in the worm bin, or it'll start growing, and either way. I have a couple leaves in here, it looks like. Oh, feel something. I've got avocado shells. These things take a long time to break down. I still also have some coffee grounds in here. Okay. Here's that coconut shell that I was telling you about. It looks like it's pretty dry in here, surprisingly. It looks like this is now hollowed out, though. And it looks like there might be some pot worms in there, possibly. But it looks like they've done a pretty good job of hollowing it out. We'll leave it in there a little longer just to see if anything happens. It's still very structurally sound. I don't expect this to actually dissolve in there. I'm just trying it out just to see. I like to experiment with some things like this anyhow. So that's why I'm doing that. This isn't something you should probably add to your bins. I'm just, as I said, playing around here because I've got so many bins. There we go. Some more worms in the bottom here. Again, this looks really, really dry. I'm quite surprised how dry this is. I expected it to be a little bit more moist in here. More avocado shells. Those take a long time to break down. Here we go. Here's a piece of corn on the cob. Those take a whole long time to break down as well. So now it's time to really spoil these worms in here. And as I said, I'm hoping that there really isn't many fruit flies. Okay, we are getting down into there. Now we're seeing some of the worms. These are the European night crawlers, or they're supposed to be. They look a little small right now, but that's probably because it's so dry in here. They're probably having some trouble without the moisture content they need. Let me just see if I can pull some of this out so we can dig down into the castings area. So there we go. There's the castings, and there's some of the worms. Looks like they're doing okay, but this is definitely a little bit more dry than it should be. So we're going to add a very, very large feeding here. So I know I've got a mound right in front here, but we're going to add a very large feeding here of very moist materials. As I said, I was glad to see the moisture on top, but we need to get more moisture in the system. We need it through the system. So the first thing I'm going to do is dump in here. I have some blueberries that went moldy in the fridge. Unfortunately, a lot of this stuff has been going bad a lot faster than normal. So I'm just going to throw those in there. I'm not going to throw the paper towel, although I could. Actually, we're going to throw the paper towel in there too. There's no reason not to. That I'm sure will dissolve as well, just like paper does. And now here comes the real banquet for the worms, and that is the watermelon. Now, I know that my worms in the past have absolutely loved watermelon. I'm just going to bury that in a little bit. And now, by the way, as I said, this food is not frozen, but it is directly from my refrigerator. I'm going to just shake some of the juice off there. And as I said, this watermelon is probably still edible, but it just tastes horrible. I don't know why. But every once in a while, that's happened with us. And this also has a lot of water in it that I'm also going to pour in as well. So we're going to just sort of mix this up with some of this paper, push it down in there, and we're going to add more. There we go. I'm going to put this other stuff right on top of it, kind of push it down a little bit. And there we go. There is our update and this food. Now, because I have some fruit flies flying around in the basement, I am worried about them getting in here. And this is a highly, highly, highly desirable food for them. So I'm going to add one of my fruit fly traps here that I've been putting in some of my systems just to try to keep them, if they do come out, they kind of smell this. This has a vinegar and vinegar Dawn soap solution, or I should say apple cider vinegar Dawn soap, and it's just a container with some cut up holes in the top. I'll link up top on how to make those. But this way they'll smell that, hopefully go for that, and then that will take care of them, and that way we won't have as many issues. It looks like there's a fruit fly that did land in here. Darn it. That's one of the big problems with this, is that, you know, as I open them up, if they don't have fruit flies in them, they're going to land in here, and then they're going to colonize this container. So hopefully this will kind of keep them at bay. But that is my update for this week, or I should say this month. I've been updating this one about once a month, and hopefully we'll have a nice more moisture on the top here. And there's another fruit fly that just landed in there. So yeah, we're gonna have to let these guys hopefully work their way out again as we get this going a little bit better here. So thank you for watching. Again, please remember I do have these available online down below, along with a lot of other links to other items. They are affiliate links. I do make a little bit of money off those purchases. But if you are looking to buy something, please, check my links down below. So thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. Thank you.